Welcome. I'm Dee, and this is a single mom and guided life where I try to navigate through finances, motherhood, being single, and everything in between. And I bring you guys along for the journey to hold me accountable. This is my monthly debt update of my emergency fund and debt update series that I do monthly. So let's go ahead and get into this at this current time. When I printed the sheet, which was the early part of the month, I did not have enough ink, color ink. It was going out. And I just decided to leave it as is because it still represents where I'm at. So if you're new to my channel, the debts that's shaded in green are debts that I've already paid off prior to entering 2021. The current debts that I'm working on is my 401k loan, SBL3, my 401k loan, SBL2, my car loan, and there will be student loans that will be reintroducing themselves into my lives in these upcoming months. But at this point, these are the three debts that are current and ready to be paid off. So let's get into where we at in regards to this. So for my SBL3 loan 1, the starting balance was $738.60. I was able to make a payment of $727.71. That included a lump sum payment that I made of $691.93. Now, when I ended my February side gig budget, I had $703 that I was able to go towards debt. When it was time to pay off this loan, it was $691.93 that I had to pay because it is payroll deducted, and it want to allow for time for them to process payments and alert my employer to stop sending them payments. I knew that I will be paying 2 payments less in order to meet that goal. So this included the $691.63 and 2 payroll deductions of $18.04. The interest on here is 6%. The amount that I actually paid to debt totaled $723.97. So let's see what is the ending balance. So $738.60 minus the $738.60 minus the $723.97. That leaves me with $14.63. What's going to happen is this actually is going to be deducted out of from my payroll in this upcoming check, and then by March 31st this will be gone, and I'm so excited, super excited about that. All right, so let's work on the next loan, which is SBL2. We're in the end of March, so I've been working diligently to get a lump sum to be able to throw at this particular loan this month to keep me in line to be able to pay this off by May 7th. So the payments that have been coming out have only been the ones for my payroll deduction. There was 2 totaling $34.82. This is a 6% interest. $27.78 went towards the principal. So 14, 15, 13 minus 27.78, and that leaves me with $1,387.35. Now, I did decide to send 1 week of payments towards this loan, and then I got cold feet the second and third weeks because I just feel more comfortable sending a lump sum than sending it every week. I feel comfortable with saving it every week, but not sending it off until I am sure everything is taken care of and there's no hiccups where I have to reallocate that money somewhere else. So that's just a personal thing for myself. And so, yeah, that's where we at in regards to everything and why I got my little cold feet. So the next item that we're looking at this current time is my car loan. We ended the last month with $11,761.20 that carried over for this month. I made my normal payment of $280.14. The current interest is 14.74%. And if, again, you're not aware, is that last year my son was in a car accident. They ended up totaling out my car, so I had to finance for another car. Because I am in bankruptcy, I had to go with a second chance lender, and that second chance lender had a high rate. It wasn't the highest that was actually being offered. This one here with this company, I think we started out around 16%. I'll definitely show you where we started, either 15 or 16, I can't remember. But they have what's called a rate reduction. So for on-time payments, as well as if you choose to do auto pay, you can get up to 0.5% or more off every 3 months. So I have been paying consistently every month. I'm actually 1 month ahead with paying this particular loan. So anytime I make a payment with my monthly budget, I'm actually making a payment for not the current month, but the month following that. And sometimes I notate that, and sometimes I forget to say like what's going on. So that's where we at in regards to that. So I did check in next month. There is another rate reduction. I think it's at 14.49%, but you'll see that when I do the next debt update. So the amount that actually was paid to principal was $151.89. And I want to note something because I've noted it before. So the other $280.14, that's what went to principal, and this is what went to interest. I'm paying more on my principal at this time than my interest, only because how I'm paying this particular bill. So it's making it ahead of schedule. So I am paying less than interest at this current time. And I am uber excited about that. That is something that I have never accomplished ever when I had to finance vehicles. I've always gone years before I actually seen the principal dwindle. And I'm so happy that at this point, that's where we at. And like I said, if I stay on this schedule and never skip out on it, I'm always going to be ahead. It's going to level out because the rate reduction actually stops at 14%. So after I get to the 14%, it starts to level out. So for me, staying ahead of the game helps me in regards to paying less interest, even though I will be paying interest as long as I have this particular loan. So let's see what is the ending balance for my car loan. So we have $151.89. So the ending balance is $11,609.31. Let's go ahead and add that all together to see what's the ending balance for this month. Is $13,011.29. So that is the ending balance at this current time. So let's go ahead and we're going to throw that down here. And that goes for both of them. So this is this month's starting balance of $13,914.93. The ending balance is $13,011.29. So I have paid $903.64 towards my debt. Almost $1,000. Yes, I am so excited about that because there's some months where it's not going to look this way. So this lets me know I am ahead of the game when it comes to actually ensuring that I'm paying off my 401k loans, because when my student loans come into play, I only want my car loan to be the one of the books, and then I'll work on that, because first I got to see how it's paying off student loans going to look in my book. We're still in the forbearance period until the end of September, so I am set to be out of my bankruptcy the end of April. So I have a few months that I can either work towards building up to go towards my student loans, or build up to go towards my car loan, or build up to go towards my emergency fund. And I'm leaning more towards building up my emergency fund into my student loans. I actually have to pay them, and that's what's going on. So let's see what we paid off, and this is the starting balance of 2021. So let's see exactly what we paid off since the beginning of the year. Okay, so far we paid off $1,884.25 within 3 months. So, like I said, that it is not as large. Like I said, we had some time where I wasn't able to put as much more in these last 2 months, but we're back on task to ensure that we're reaching some goals, and progress is where we at and not perfection. And so as long as I'm seeing the green, I am happy about that. Okay, so that's where we end with our monthly debt update. And so I do use these trackers here from the debtfreecharts.com, and it just in turn helps me with determining, like, seeing a visual. At first I was like, no, I'm not a coloring person, I'm not dealing with that, but I am a coloring person. I think I love this visual because it helps me in regards to seeing what I've been up to. So let's go ahead and get into coloring this. So because I have only $14.63 left, I'm going to round that up like I've been doing here to 15. So I'm going to color every square but one square, because I still have this little bit that needs to be done for my payroll deduction in this upcoming paycheck. So I'm definitely going to go ahead and speed this up. I'm not going to speed it like super fast, so it can be some slow motion going and you can see what I'm actually doing, but I'm going to speed it up because I'm not the best with coloring and it's going to take forever. Okay. Okay, so I hope you can definitely see this. I may have to bring you out just a little bit. Wouldn't it be funny if I filled out the wrong one? I still think you can't see it. Let's see. Okay, so we should be able to see where I started from. I colored in all of this for this month, leaving one square because there's still one square left in order to finish this debt-free land of my SBL 3. I'm going to move that up, and we're going to, oh, let me first write in where we at. And this is 723.97. Okay, so then let's go back here, and for this particular loan we were at 34.82. So that is 2 squares that I need to just fill out. So that's what I'm going to do. And that's it. And I'm going to put the 34.82. Oh, I don't know why I said 34.82. It was 27.78. So that's why I did 30. I rounded up. So that's 27.78. Y'all probably can't see it, but I can. So that's where we at with this. So this is where I'm at with my debt so far. I'm so happy to be at the point where I am almost done with this loan. I am well on my way of reaching my goal of paying this loan off by May. and we'll reevaluate, as you should always do when paying off debt, to see how you're actually going to attack it. So many methods that you can use to attack your debt. So whatever works for you, great. I am a believer that not only should you be paying off debt, saving, you should be having fun. And so I'm going to incorporate that back into my life so I don't have debt fatigue, debt payoff fatigue, or anything like that. If you're new to my channel, I would love for you to be part of my village. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. To all my returning subscribers, I thank you. Everyone hit that thumbs up, and please share this with your family, your friends, and your coworkers. Peace out.